Well, welcome to episode 33 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and I'm the guru here to take you through all the shenanigans of the last game week. Well, it's not finished yet. Game week 26. We still have Arsenal and Wolves left to come tomorrow night, but I'm at work, so I'm going to get this show on the road and see where we are in the Christie Nicholson, who took the triple captaincy options on Gabriel, who was a bit more alternative on Rice. Did anyone resist the temptation of the triple captaincy and the complete I'm not going to say, but the cartel all looking to get into the minds of all of you out there in the FPL Top Dogs universe. And you've got a lot to say in regard to they're pushing out all sorts of narratives. Like, get this James Hill. Now, a lot of you will be tempted to do -4s or do a wild card to get Haaland out and then jump on Cole for one game against Burnley at home and then set up what you can and try to chase back points. But if you need to look at your team at this time of the year, all these influencers are looking what they can do for themselves and talk themselves into decisions. And you need to know whether that information is meant to be for you and assess that, whether that's right for your team at this stage, because we've only 12 or so game weeks left. I've took a big chance in, a game week 21 wild card, I think it was, and a bench boost in 22, and I went without Haaland, and I managed to get back somewhere where I'm about 50 or 60 points off. Well, they say a top 100k or something. I'll have to double check that, but if that's the case, I shouldn't be too far away from 500k at 1.4 if I can stop the hemorrhaging. I took a -4 this game week, got in Sa, and that was a great move with Mane to get in, the Haaland thing for the last game week. But took other moves as well, and I took a -4 last week, and I'll probably take a -4 this game week 27. I'm looking at getting in Salah and Heaven for a -4 for get rid of Cole Palmer again, and obviously get rid of Timbers, and then captain Salah against West Ham. Now that might be ultra attacking. I don't like the fact of no Bruno Fernandes, so I have to relook at this. But let's just get over this game week now. Tomorrow, Arsenal away to Wolves. Who knows the hell? As long as you've got Jose, Scissor-Hands Sa. I have a mock-up done, so stay for the mock-up. I had to do it. It was in my head all week after or since last Wednesday. I can't believe it. It seems ages ago. We're Tuesday now, six or so days ago, and we're still in the game week. So let's share the screen. Just a general rough takedown of where we are in the universe of FPL. So was the -4 worth it? I think so. At the moment, I'm about a point up on everything. I got rid of Bowen, got rid of Watkins, who blanked, but Bowen, I think, got an assist. And yeah, I think I'm in and around one on that. I'm 47 with that -4. So one above the average. I'll take it. It's not a bad spot. Lots of people stuck in the 30s this game weeks, mainly because of Munez and the Crystal Palace blank with Sa and bits and pieces, and some people at Henderson. But yeah, so this game week, so with Mane and Jose and Haaland, I got in for game week 26 with a -4. Got rid of Watkins and Bowen and Donnarumma. So I think Donnarumma got his 7 points. Bowen got about, I don't know what it was, a 3, 5, maybe 6. 13 points, and Watkins 15. So 15 points, we'll say. And Haaland has got me 5, 17, and I'm on 19. So actually 15 versus 19, but with the -4, I'm level pegging. I'm equal goose. 50-50 on that. But whatever these two dudes get now, will be a bonus. So I probably 2 save points and maybe a couple of points from Annie is what all you're kind of expecting there. And if any other result tomorrow night, I'm expecting 3-0 Arsenal. Um, who have I got? I've got Gokaris in my Sun Dream team, so I'm hoping he'll get a couple and Rice maybe one. Um, 3-1 would be amazing, like just to break that clean sheet. But it was very so. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I could have done nothing. I would have been 2 transfers up, I suppose. But um, yeah, I'm just happy. Look, 4 or 5 points up. It's 4 or 5 points up. I'll take it. I want points in the bank, not transfers in hand. Saved the triple captain this week, and it really was. If I was 51-49 on going for that triple captaincy, but I just thought that at the moment I'm 3 points down on the triple captain Gabrielers. Um, I expect to be a clean sheet, so that'll be 6, and no, we might get the def con at 8. So triple cat that's 24, so I'll be 8. So 11 points down on the triple cat. I'll take it. I'll take it. No hassle, and I'll keep the triple captain. See in the top pocket for something like this. We'll have a quick look at the FA Cup round here. This is the draw for I think it's the 5th round, and the matches in the. I'm looking at the semi-final on the 25th of April. That's the date that we're looking at over here. Game week 34. And if Brentford, like I'll have 3 Brentfords. I've got Dango in. I'll show you the transfers I've done there, but I could have 3 Brentfords. But I'm willing to gamble that Brentford will get through West Ham. They're in great form. We'll see anyway. West Ham have bigger fish to fry than this cup stuff. It's amazing how teams in relegation. It reminds me of Middlesboro one year. They got to both cup finals, League Cup and FA Cup, and they lost both, and they went down, and that was a massive gamble, and it didn't pay. It didn't pay off. Brentford, if they can hang around, they'll have a cancellation here. So United fans will be happy, and I'll be happy. So that game could be pushed back into 33, or probably not 33, maybe, because that's a wild card opportunity for a lot of you people out there. I don't have the wild card left, but that game could be pushed to 35 or 6, maybe 36. We'll see. It's all here and there. The other teams that could well get to the semis with the draw is Chelsea. I was looking at Chelsea, and yeah, Chelsea and Brighton is one there that could be called off, but not many will have the Brighton assets. What else in this draw? The West Ham. Let's see. So we got a lot of Prem. Yeah, Chelsea should make it. Arsenal should make it. So, Arsenal could have another double game week up here to get to the semi-final. But Newcastle home is no joke. But Newcastle have to travel all the way to wherever Quarabag is. No idea in the cup or whatever in the Europa or Champions League. Sorry, is it Champions League qualifier? So this is just things to keep a hold of. So we got an all Prem. So one Prem will go out. I suppose at this stage, it's looking likely that we'll have 4 Prem teams in the semi-final. So that will be, 4 teams plus 4. That could be, that's 4 teams. So that's, another 4. So that's 8. 8 teams could be blanking. I predicted this stage. I don't know if Wrexham versus Chelsea could be a banana skin. We'll say Brentford go through, Chelsea go through, Liverpool go through, Arsenal definitely go through. That's a 50-50 Norwich or Leeds, and this is an interesting tie. And we have an all, Southampton wouldn't expect them to do too much away to Fulham, but you never know. And that's the only this is actually a Sunderland case. So it could be all Prem. So what I'm saying is basically there could be, a massive blank game week and then another double game week to come later on that will mess everything up. So basically you can wild card into you can use your free hit into a blank, but not many will have the wild card at that stage. So it's going to be a lot of trying to juggle, between your sub bench and benching. It's going to be very tricky, and there'll be hits to be have to be. There'll be no choice but to do hits later on. So triple captain is tucked away just in case City or Brentford or United get a double later on. Hopefully City with Burnley in the mix there. That's what I'm eyeing. And then I have the free hit tucked away. I'm sorry, that's the Digi leaks or whatever it is. Should hide that thing. That will come up again and again. But yeah, we'll just run the risk it won't come up again. And yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go through game week 31 without using the free hit. And I'll use that free hit down the line where I need it. And that double, they're going to be a big blank week. Again, in that FA Cup semi-final. That's why I'm focusing on this FA Cup semi-final malarkey here on whatever game week 34, I think it is. And free hit this week, whatever's blanking. And play it that way and then try to muddle through. I think that's the way. I'm happy to have 2 chips left now. A lot of people have the wild card left. A lot of people are looking at wild card and dead ending into 31, meaning that you have all your City, you'll have all your Arsenal all playing 30. I don't know how that's what I heard people dead ending into. How can you if you have them all blanking then? Yeah, I'll have to think about that, but that's for other people to think about. That's not going to be my scenario because I've got rid of Rice already. I've got rid of Timbers, and I'm hoping just to have 11 on and 4 on the. Sarr now won't be playing, but I'll be using Pope. He'll have a fixture here in this game week. 31. That's what. Yeah, he'll have. Newcastle. I have a thaw as well. Newcastle against Sunderland it should be a humdinger, and I should be fine, really. So Semenyo has been a godsend since. Xerxes is just doing my head in. He's probably on the chopping block very soon. Rogers is staying. He can be explosive and he can bang. Watkins, if you have him, is probably keep. Thiago, great. And Thaw on the bench. I was at the Newcastle game. Spurs losing 2-1. Yeah. So it's all fine. So we'll have to wait till Wednesday night, and we'll know more. What we going for the pick team. One more last thing about Declan Rice. When everything updates on Wednesday night after the Arsenal Wolves game, Declan Rice is expected to get 1 extra point, a bonus point. Okay, so that's good news if you have him. So that's nice. Sayonara for me now. I'll take the extra point, Declan. Cheers, bro. It's crazy all this. Like if last game of the week, everything, there's an advantage to DEFCONs. People have been getting DEFCONs last minute. Mane, for my Mane, got 11, has a forward. I think only Bowen and Semenya, are the only forwards that have been getting DEFCONs here and there. But yeah, Manny was very close. A lot of people devastated. I wasn't. I thought this is amazing performance. Wolves away to Forest. That it's just nice to know that he can get this sort of stuff. So he has it in the locker. So I think he's going to be a great asset in the long run. So this is what I've done. I've got rid of I took another -4, got Palmer in for Bruno Fernandes, and I got rid of Declan Rice for Dango or Altara Dango, however you say. I just think he's just great to watch. He passes the eye test. And Brentford, as they say, the influencers say, big chance Brentford. I think it's the above average FPL lads that say that all the time. Big chance Brentford, and that's what they are. I can't believe the job that Keith Andrews has done at Brentford. It just goes to show what Thomas Frank's about. How can a relatively inexperienced Premier. Yeah, he's a Premier League manager. Come, just walk in and just take over and say there you, and do it twice as good as Thomas Frank. So his stock has dropped, bro, and it really has. Yeah, happy now. I'll take another -4. I'm an attacking manager. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do all I can for a top 500k. I'm sick of having seven-figure overalls. There's influencers out there that are panicking now. They're desperate. They've never had a seven-figure overall FPL rank, and they are absolutely busting it now. Right? They are absolutely lost. Um, it's been a crazy season. Nothing's made sense. Like this Forest, like thing, we're going to the mock soon, promise you, but it's just nothing makes sense. And the premium assets have been absolutely devastating. Like Cole Palmer's meant to be injured, unfit, he's sick here and there, blank, blank, for nearly a year and a half. And then it's like 20 and 18 and 7. It's just I don't care. I'm just having fun. I'm throwing -4. Let's go for Palmer. Easy captaincy. Bang. I'll see what I do now for game week 28. I think it's Leeds for City. So I just can't get rid of any City. I think Haaland will play anyway. He's had a good rest. He's not played in the FA Cup against Salford. And they only lost 2-0. I think it was 2 or 3. So I have a bit of fun. God, most of my players are at home, which is brilliant, and I don't mind the Tottenham thing. The Tottenham bounce, man. They'll be bounced out of their own stadium by the Gooners here. Promise you. Um, yeah, I'm happy enough, I suppose. Pope will get save points, maybe. Possibly not. He's not great for the saves. I'll give Jose like it's like a horse that you know you back a horse that wins all the time. Well, the horse knows you owes you nothing now, does it? The horse owes you nothing now, does it? And it doesn't. And Jose Sarr does not owe me anything. I've won on this guy, and if he carries on, if he gets another 10 save points with 10 saves and 3 more points like he did against Forest, man, he's going up on my wall forever. He's going to be. I'll do an Andy from Let's Talk thing. Yeah, I'll put these guys on the. I have my own wall, man. I'm seriously, seriously, man. I'll put him on the wall. Oh God, he triggers me, that guy. So that's the crack. So I'm happy to go with that. It's very attacking. There's goals everywhere. Let's have a crack at it. Let's go all great guns. All great guns. So that's it. We'll weigh about, and I am looking. I have enough money to go into. I have to look. I have to double check with the team. Do I really want to go with Salah? And he's going to have Ramadan, and we all know about older players and energy levels, and he does go off the boil an awful lot. And after an African Nations Cup as well, again, he's got a track record of not really doing an awful lot when he comes back. And yeah, no, this would be another like the Arsenal lads are all gonna blank. I don't want to get rid of Gabby, but um um yeah, they do blank. So I'm slowly getting rid of Timbers now has been a massive letdown. Really flattered to deceive. Seriously, he's been a complete letdown, this dude. He's got one more chance against Tottenham. If he does something or bangs, maybe, who knows? I wonder what price Salah is now anyway. It's just like an easy captaincy against West Ham. That's all I'm looking at. And Liverpool have phenomenal assets now all the way. They've got some great games coming up. Look, what's this? No, that's the Arsenal select for replacement. It will have to be. I've only got 3.7. See, this is the whole thing. You see, I don't know if Mo is worth taking a -4. there's not much value. That's basically dead ending with with no money left in the bank, and you're kind of well, it's not many people will have the Salah Haaland thing, will they? And there's no quick way to get back to. I suppose there is. I could get rid of Cherksey. Um, so that could work just for and Salah and Liverpool play. I'd really rather kind of go for a Verts and a Van de Ven or something. I'm sure that would probably work anyway. But let's see if that works just before we go. We'll go to the Liverpool. I'm determined to get loads more Liverpool in here for this run that they have. Well, I have no. There he is. There he is. So that's it. 8.4. Yeah, that leaves a lot of money. I could do something like that. But the thing about Mo is that he's on Penos. Just doesn't come up as Virgil, does it? Um, uh, yeah, yeah. This is irritating. I know if you're listening to this on the pod or something. 5.9. Yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see where we are until then. But that's where my head's at the moment. With that regard, so we're getting through the fixtures now. I'm hoping another 20 minutes and we can get through, a nice pod. Gabriel looks like he'll be going up in price next week, so there's nothing really imminent on the decreases. Like there is a few people looking at getting rid of Haaland and wild cards. I see he's minus 72%. It's all like next week stuff. People are kind of holding fire mainly until this result tomorrow night in Molyneux, and they'll figure out more. There could be this. There's no point really looking at this at the minute. Just wants to check it out. Bukayo Saka is going to sign a 5-year contract and stay at Arsenal for the rest of his life. I would say in excess of 300,000 a week. Now that's with Saka verbally agreeing to commit his future to the club in January. He's 24-year-old, but he is suffering lots from injuries and he's been stop, start, and I'm not quite sure. Arsenal need to get a lot more out. 25, we'll say, if he's even 25, it's, he's got 6 or 7 years. You'd want to have that amount and pay. I'm not so sure anymore, but I suppose if he has one good season, a couple of more good seasons, you've tied him down to 5 years. There's 3 years left in the contract. I'd get rid of him around 27 or 28, because these Barca's and Madrids, they want a ready-made player. Bayern Munich want a ready-made player. PSG want ready-made players. And he can go out there and he can do, so it's probably the wise thing to do, nail him down at this big contract and he'll get another massive one when he's 27, 28. The agreement is the latest example of Arsenal tying down the players to long contracts and to keep the title-chasing squad together. Saliba, Gabriel, Wanyeri, Skelly all signed long-term contracts in the summer. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's definitely not been worth the money in FPL, and it's been absolutely mind-blowing. And Madueke is just outperforming him week in, week out. And he's giving away penos as well. What do you want that for, man? Seriously. Keep it, man. Keep it. In real life, amazing. Yeah. But okay. Well, before we move on to the thing, we'll have to kind of bring up the mock. First mock I've done for probably years, I think, if we can get this thing up. All right, Jose Sa. Hopefully now. Let's just. Yeah, hopefully now. Come on. Yay. Jose Scissor-Hands Dyched up Sa Forest. Forest nil, Wolves nil. It's one of the most incredible draws of all time. And Sean Dyche, massively, massively hard done by. In my opinion, it's shockingly terrible. No class, no nothing, no support, no loyalty. That's Nottingham Forest, man. And that, oh, I don't know, it's Marinakis, is it? Oh my God. I think this is going to be their fourth manager. Ange Postecoglou, the other guy, Nuno, Ange, yes, and Sean. And now it's going to be whoever. I don't know if they have somebody lined up already, but they're a complete joke and a waste of time. And, the Watford are the same. No matter how many managers you change, you won't avoid fate. It's, like Final Destination, folks. You're not going to avoid it, man. You're next, man. You're next. And that's all you're ever going to get at Forest. 35 shots, 10 on target. The 10 on target have been 10 saves. Here, the ball, 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 ball. Jose there, 2.73 XG. All this expected goals. It's absolutely shocking. I'm going to watch them highlights, man. Seriously. Extend it and just watch this. He's a hero, man, this Jose. He mightn't be so much of a hero tomorrow night, 5-0 down, who knows, and if bloody an OG. Can you imagine? Typical Guru season. You get the 12 points, you're on to about 14, 15, then he throws in an OG. Yeah. Anyway, I've manifested it now. It's going to happen, isn't it? 62% of the ball as well. So 12 points for you take the chance and you make your own luck. It's basically, I have seen a lot of influencers. This is a crazy scenario, right? A lot of them are saying, "Oh, I won't get rid of Haaland because who'd you get in? There's, you've so much money. What's the point? Who'd you get in?" And just it's just like, who cares? Just have the money in the bank. It's just, it's just so lazy. It's basically it's not outside the box thinking. It's not critical thinking just to say, "Oh, I won't get rid of Haaland. I got rid of him, and I took the 0.3 or 4 meow on him and transfer, but he dropped in price, so it wasn't all that bad. I bought him back at, somewhere near where I sold him at 14.5. He went down to 14.9. Okay, it's 0.4, but who cares? I've got points and I've got back a bit of a rank, and I had loads of team value from taking, a wild card and watching price rises. And this is where the hard work pays off, looking at price changes and keeping an eye on things. This is the time of year. And the wild card worked out well. Loads of people went up on it, and it's hard to change, dodge all price rises. But this is the time where team value actually kicks in, and a free hit as well. Don't forget as well, when you want to do a free hit, same principle. So anyway, the hero there. If anyone doesn't know Edward Scissorhands, it's the movie with Winona Ryder. It's the one that made Johnny Depp a star. And he born with all, I don't know if he had no hands and these things were on him. But in the film, you'll see him cutting hedges, and he's cutting himself, and this, he was seen as the freak, the town freak. And of course, Winona Ryder, just that gooky sort of Tom girl look, short hair. She started to kind of take a fancy to him and try to understand the guy beneath. Oh man, it's just hilarious. And trying to put a button a top with scissors, man, it's hilarious stuff. So anyway, that's the mock. Anyway, I haven't done for ages, but yeah, take a bit of time, but it's worth it in the end. So that's a bit of fun. Right, let's get on to the Christy Nick Pub Fantasy League here, based in Mayo, and I've got all these ads, and I can't join today. No. Yes, I've got it's the. Okay, right. So at the top of the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League here in Ballyhaunis, we got Stevie Nolan still ahead. 51, very, very good stuff. Wild card gone. The 4. what does the four? Yeah, four yet to play. That's of course, yeah, and three free transfers in a marvelous position. Top 30K, incredible. I think he's loving it. I think he's enjoying it. It's just everything's fit into place, and I love the fact that I just quickly go down here, guys, but you can see pretty quick when people have played chips, all right. And most people, Stevie Strat hasn't played the triple captain. I think this is a good spot. Still got Rice, Gabriel, Timber, and oh yeah, he's got a double, so that's why he's got four. So he's got the double play with the captaincy. Gabriel, Rice, and Timber, the same as me, but I've got Sar and Manny to come yet. So that makes me having six, I think. um, Still a bit chesty from last week. Recovered a bit at least. Don't want to test it too much though. And Voyager's up soon. I don't want to miss that. I need Voyager. So we don't need to comment too much about these. We know mostly everyone, like four here left to play for David McNamara. He's on 38. He needs a bit of help. Yeah, God, just all of a sudden, Dave is 24 points down on Stevie Stratford, also known as Knowlesy, subscribe and like all his FPL Duo draft on Twitter and Instagram. With Jackie Malone, he does with the draft, if you're into that. 83K in the world for Dave McNamara, and he's kind of out on his own in second there. Well placed to still, threaten Stevie there. So he's not triple captained either. Fair enough. And Rhea instead of Timbers he's got over Stevie. So not an awful lot but these two have really pulled away at 32 points to third place, and Owen Cagnon has pulled the triple captaincy. So he's on 60, so not too bad. 60 is quite a good score. There's a lot of triple captaincy guys on 30. So what's happened here is triple captaincy Rice. Okay, fair enough. He should get another. To me, Rice got the DEFCON and 2 points, but he's going to get the bonus points, so that'll be an extra 3 there. So he's really 63. Owen. Who got him the points? João Pedro was the man. Mbumo, Gehi's turning. Gehi and Martinez are the ones I'm looking at as well. Definitely looking at Martinez, but then again, I think it might. It's a luxury transfer for me. I have Pope and I have Sar, so. Gibbs White must have got DEFCON. Yeah, Thao on the bench like myself. So great minds think alike. Owen, good stuff. Top 250K. Incredible there in third. The best of the rest, really. Owen Cagnon there. The best of the rest with Lee Chambers is hung around. So I wanted to go down quick. So triple captaincy on Rice. Brave enough. So Owen. Yeah, and another one on Rice. Lee Chambers has told me he went on Rice just for a bit of differential, plays on, who's to say Rice, but Zubimendi seems to be doing the Rice thing now, and Rice is sitting back doing the Zubimendi. I think Rice has just admitted, oh, well, this guy bangs. He bangs from 30 yards. We've seen 2 long goals already this season from Zubimendi, so maybe Rice is just that. He still takes one corner, but that's not going to be enough. If you got Rice, for me, I don't want to regret my words or tempt fate, so I'm not going to say anything. But I've got rid of Rice. I need something a bit more, spicy than plain bowl white rice. Triple captaincy. So there's only Neil Later's Carney's played the triple captaincy in Gabriel. That's a play to keep rank. But I'm very proud of the rest of the Christie. A lot of them haven't played it. Joey Neenan's played it on Gabriel. Surprise, surprise. It's that Joey's going to do that move. Andy from Let's Talk, he done the triple captaincy on Gabriel, and he's 500 subs. So he's got his minions, and they just do what he does generally. I've stopped watching him at least a couple of months now. I'm just beginning to have fun in the game and be my own personality and enjoy it. And rather than just deferring your decisions and your mind and your brain to somebody else and then blame them when your team does rubbish. And it's always somebody else's fault. It's not your fault. Oh, he told me. Oh, I thought he was good. Oh, he's 2000 in the world. Oh, he should know what he's doing. Oh, maybe they still know what they're doing after the Wolves and Gabby and all this and stuff. So Gabriel can still score a goal. He can still mince it up. They'll concede corners, Wolves, and Sar's going to have to do what Sar does. I'm hoping another 10 saves. But yeah, look, it's only half time, and we'll know the full shebang, and it could still work. When you play triple captaincy, it's a quite a big. I think it's better in many ways. Then it's got more explosive potential than the bench boost because now we don't have the double doubles. You won't have four guys on the bench. You'll have a goalkeeper, but you won't have the other three doubling. You'll have another 10 players that sometimes you're just lucky to have all them doublers. If okay, you could have 8 teams that are be blanking, but then they'll be doubling in a couple of weeks' time. And yeah, you could wild card and get all of them. But then do you really want to be stuck on, whoever it is, triple United, triple Brentford, triple, it's at a stage of the season where there's only a few game weeks and you can't recover. So you're going to have to do gambles and take risks. And if you're low on the rank, you don't want to be doing stuff that's not going to get you anywhere. This is basically still, quicksand stuff. This is a play to keep where you are in a way. And I wouldn't have played it, but it might be proved right in the end. And we'll know tomorrow night. So that's Joey's team. He's top 500k. Kieran Kiley on the 74. We need to have a look here. Played it. Oh, who's that? Kieran? I was looking at Kieran. Yeah, Kieran. He's on a 48, a bench boost. Okay. Yeah, he's just got Manny on the bench. He's got 5 to play yet. A Gabriel, a captaincy, Timber, Rice, and Manny. So interesting enough. Funny time to play the bench boost. But yeah, he's got a Hill in there. So 9, 10, 12. He's got 14. Get something on Manny. Well, if a 16-point bench boost is good, that's fine. I think it's the worst chip in the game. Hands down, and it's done. It's basically archaic now, that chip. Yeah, Roy Harford, 74, just motoring up there, triple captaincy and Gabriel. But it's Virgil and Thaw that done all the damage. I don't know how he done the Thaw move, but he fancied him over Rodon and Mukia. So sometimes you end up playing, the pushed into a move because it's just all you have, and that can happen in FPL. He shoehorned Thaw in there, which is fair enough because he has form with goals. But Rodon could have scored, but he's made a good call there. So that's a 74. Semenyo, Virgil, Thaw, everyone that banged this week, they were the 3 to have. And Connor Freely with a 29, a lot to do, 4 left. Gabriel captaincy. So not many people pulled triple captaincy. Duncan Hernandez in 20th with Gabriel, 67. That's a good score. That's a big score. He's just jumped over me now. 1.4 million. Duncan, triple captaincy, and Gabriel. Fair enough. A point ahead of me. And Virgil killed everybody this week, and that's the big one with Semenyo. I have Semenyo, but overall, we'll see anyway. Triple captaincy played. He's still got 3 left chips to play. Rice, triple captaincy Gabriel to come. And you got Jack McGoldrick at 35 quickly. Just going to have a look at anyone who's done a chip. So triple captaincy used by David Cunyon at 56 on Gabriel, and with 5 players to come. Gabriel, of course, Rice, Madike, good shout by Dave there. Yeah, I want to have I'm sure there were other people that have all these City players. We see, I've got 3, okay, but I'm looking, this game week we've had we've seen squads on Twitter that have five Man City: Cherksey, Semenyo, Gahey, Haaland, and who's the other one? Haaland, Gahey, Semenyo, Cherksey. That's four anyway. But we've seen teams of five City. Gahey moved and Semenyo moved. And who were the other three? Foden. So I'd love to see. Kieran's on the 65, as I said. He doesn't need to do anything. But he has now. Somebody's woke him up. He's +4 on his transfers. Fair enough. He's done a bit of, Solanke. Bruno G's been got in, but he's injured now. Bruno Fernandes, okay. Everton away. Fair enough. The Voyager's on now. I know this episode's the time when they go back in the old West and it's all. Yeah, yeah, I know this one. It's not an arc episode. It's like a filler episode. It's the Doctor as well. Yeah, fair enough. I can give that a 10 or 15 minute break. Jack Malone, I'm headhunting people who have got these five cities quick. Okay, Jack doesn't have anything crazy going on. Nothing going crazy on for Connor. Freely. Your man Harford's not cheating. Let's see, Hughie Carney, what's he as? Is he cheating with five? No, he's not. Straight away. 59, very good. Again, a lot of you guys out there have done Rice. Rice is captain. Fair play to you. Thinking outside the box here. Parker Ruan, Haaland, Semenyo, Hunton, no, nothing going on there. Fergie Walsh, what's he been at? 52. He's not been cheating either, playing it fair. Yeah, now I know Neil Lacers Carney had the five, but he did the transfer, didn't he? He got rid of Foden. He had to. It's O'Reilly, triple captain, and Gabriel. So good call with O'Reilly. Rhea, Gabriel, and Timber left to come. That makes five. Pat Kiley at 33 has been doing well in fifth this season. Mateus Nunez and Haaland as City options. 33, he'll be looking. He's got three left to come. Rice, captaincy, and Gabriel. So it's going to be a bit of a bang for Pa this week. But he's riding the ups and downs. Liam Herr, he had all them. I think he was the one that done all the City. Yeah, he's down to three anyway. O'Reilly, good move. Gahey's still there, and Haaland. Possibly, like I'm messing around with Semenyo. Semenyo, I'd have in definitely. But that's it. So we're hunting John C. Halpin. I don't think he's got anything with the City thing. No. But yeah, you have seen these teams on Twitter, and it's basically some sort of a something to do with the developers in the Czech Republic or Poland or whatever the company's based in, and they can't figure out. You can't do this on the app, but apparently some guy on Twitter was able to do a free hit on the website computer and do his free hit, and now he'll be able to still go back to his five City, whereas in the app on the phone you can't do that. You're forced into a transfer. So there's all sorts of bugs going around now, not just the fluey ones and the chesty ones. There's people get miffed off about this stuff. I don't care. Like if you feel like you want to cheat your way and outsmart the system, I reckon these guys should be kind of banned. Okay, if you win or you do well in that thing, you don't win FPL. If somewhere during the season, you've obviously took advantage. Anybody can end up with I think there has to be an automatic sub. Basically the guy, the Man City guy that took the least points, say Foden got 1 point, and the rest of them, then he is automatically subbed to a random player at the same price. And that will really put a rocket up people's arses to sort out their team. So the casual players will walk in and say, I should have 6 City in that team. And they'll go there. They'll have I don't know. They'll end up with I don't know what was that United player that played down the left wing? Absolutely no idea. Completely completely don't care anymore. I'm really really happy. I've forgotten his name, man. It's brilliant. Um, Aidan Gaffney has got 3 City. Nothing going on there. Now Richardson at 47. He's got the 3 City. Yeah. Oh, you got Rayan. Oh, he's been listening to pods, hasn't he? Yeah. He's plugging away here. One free transfer, no chips used, 2 million, still in a good spot. Riley is the man. He's playing in a great position. He's pretty advanced. Ekatike is fine for going forward. Rayhan is very interesting, and Django will be fine. And Kelleher, so he's already on Tiago, so he's already setting the Brentford three. I'm thinking massively to have the triple up on Brentford, and obviously Bournemouth assets are very good with their fixture run as well. If you've got Krupi Jr. and obviously Rayhan's going to be interested in that guy Hill. James Hill, or you mean Andy from Let's Talk is recommending James Hill? Oh, get him in your team. But like the thing is, are you ever going to play him? I've looked at my team. I can't get this guy in. I'll have like Gabriel Timbers or somebody else, Van Dyke or whatever. You're just not going to play him unless you're playing a 4-4-2 or a 5-4-3-2 or whatever you can do. That's why you have to look at your team and see if I get these transfer in, I might just end up benching these guys because I've nowhere else to put them. That's why you have to think before you do transfers at this stage. So free hit from Sajendra over Malaysia. Okay, 60 is Captain Rice. That's a strange time to free hit. I reckon he didn't even free hit to get any of his Wolves players in. I just don't get the Palmer thing. Impossible to get Palmer in there. Palmer, whatever. Good move. I would have, Semenyo, Krupa, yeah. It's a very attacking move, but it's going to be foolhardy now in the future with a lot of blanks coming up. Eamon Phillips with a 54, good stuff, Enforcer. Joshua Webb with 50. So people have been pretty patient. Bench boost from the Maeve. James Lyons with Chalaba. Bench boost didn't work out there. Again, attacking 8 points. Not a complete disaster, but it's something. It's a boost. That's what the bench boost does. So he's still got Gabriel and Timber. Everyone's got more or less the same combination. So it's a bit moot, but it's definitely an improvement. And I think with the Maeve, it's about momentum. And maybe if we can get up into the top 1.5, a few chips cleverly used here and there. I think he's still got the free hit and triple captain like I have left. I think they're the two best ones to have now at this stage. So just get the momentum going. Hopefully Rice bangs for you, Maeve. And, if he bangs, I bang, and we're all bang. So, yeah, he's, captain's good stuff, Maeve. Keep it up. I love it. And Joey Fahy down here, loads of moves. He's -8 for all the moves he's got in Garner, Gokares, Zubamendi, Bruno, and Gudmundsson. So he's just wrapped up in his arsenal there. Probably was a bit light. David Martin in 39th, 2.8 million. 42, fair enough. With 6 left to play, loads of movement here. He got in Jose Sarr as well. Tried the Munoz thing and the Sarr thing, didn't work out. Got in his Manny. So pretty attacking there. He got his loads of doubles, so that was pretty attacking. He's still got all his chips left. So he's another one like the Maeve can do quite a bit of damage in the next little while. With 6 players left, like Jose Sarr, Gabriel, I did the Jose Sarr thing, so he must be listening to me. Rice, Timber, Gabriel, captaincy. So happy enough. Didn't play the triple captaincy. I love it. Most of you that this isn't representative of the normies out there in the FPL, the NPCs. Guys, you are not triple captain and Gabriel. I've seen more trips nearly on Rice. So good stuff. So just having a quick look down. Donny O'Brien, Silver Mines O'Brien. We are in communication a lot. Rice, Gabriel, so it's the same old like we all have going forward. It's very good with Verts and Fernandez. Zhao is a captaincy alternative now with Burnley at home, guys, so that's an easy one. So fair enough there. There's only two transfers, so he's going to go forward. Collins that isn't playing. I thought he was the captain of Brentford, but he's not playing. And Keane is hot and cold, mainly cold, but when he bangs, he bangs. So the bench there is a bit dodgy all round. I think it needs some sort of flexibility. No Semenyo in here is killing you, and Bruno Guimaraes has to go out ASAP. He looks like he could be out for about 2 months minimum. So a bit of work there to do for Donny. And let's watch the rest of this. So it's Voyager now coming on. There's something going on here. So yeah, James Crane. What the hell is he at here? He's on 23. He's took a -4. God, how can you get 23? I can't go into that. It's a horror. It's a horror story. But he's saying Roscommon are doing well. They could they could finish above Mayo now. Or are they saying, oh, another win, Mayo and Ross, we should be safe in the league or whatever. I don't know, man. We're doing well, I suppose. Connor, see, so this is the last of the last now. I always keep an eye on what Keith Robinson's doing. Seriously, he's played his bench boost. Look, I just love it, man. Was it 6.3 million? Now there's about 12 million players, so he's basically 50%. You know, in the American system, most people, like if you're 1% of the mathematics score of the whole of America, you're a genius. That's the way they do that sort of system. So, and the Christian Nicholson, 71st means you're about halfway around, the overall. That's actually brilliant, man. I'm proud of this league. It's just proper high quality. And Keith is plugging away, and he's making waves. Let's see, got Rice, Gabriel, and Ray left to come. Fair enough. 60, okay, 54 done. That's a green arrow. And going forwards with Watkins is fine. Bruno's fine. Enzo isn't fine anymore now. He's not getting penos. He's getting in good positions, but he's point dodging. He will pop up with a goal, at the end, and the ball comes out, it's cleared and panic, and he just rams it home. It's maddening if you don't have him, but that's what he does. That's his bread and butter. But going forward, I like the team. Semenyo's in there. Consa, the Villa fixtures are phenomenal. And this team is differential enough to do some damage. And it should bang and move up that board. Get moving, Keith, and the lads down here. The rest, 85 of us now, and the Guru Killer there isn't 1,000 points yet. So to sum up, really proud of the league and what you're doing out there, guys. Let's see, 1435 for myself. I'm looking at a top 10. 1435. It's 52 points, so it's not impossible. But there's so many with loads of chips left. I'm just going to basically hope a few of my differential, like Salah's differential, I think he's only 6 or 7% owned. Palmer is only 15% owned, so he should, but by the time the deadline comes, he's going to be 20, 25 minimum. He will go up in price again. That's a fact, So yeah, I think I have a clear vision of what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys have as well, and decided what would be a successful season for you guys in FPL. So anyway, thanks very much, guys. It was great to have that roundup. Got through a lot, and we'll have another check-in. We'll have another check-in now next game week, whenever that is. Game week 27. Still, we'll see where we are and how we're fixed after tomorrow night. And good luck with your team next week. Look after yourselves, guys. And